All right, so here's what I did on number 17. So to start, the 1 minus cosine squared, I went ahead and replaced with a full-on sine squared, okay? And then for 1 minus sine squared, oh, my bad. So this is secant times 1 minus sine squared. I could replace that with cosine squared. Okay, and then what did I do from there? I think what I did was cosecant is 1 over sine, and so I took the 1 over sine and canceled it with one of these signs right here. So it's like I got 1 over sine for this part times sine squared, and so this one cancels with one of those. So I wind up with 1 sine left over up top. Okay, and then on the bottom the same thing happens. So this is equal to 1 over cosine, and so I can cancel this cosine with one of these, and so I still have a cosine left over. And then sine over cosine, that's equal to tangent. And that was our answer on number 17. For 18, let me pause it and write it down here. All right, so what I did on number 18, first thing I did was this is equal to cosine squared right here, 1 over secant squared. That's equal to cosine squared because they are reciprocals of each other. So because that's equal to cosine squared, I took this one and this one, and since they're being added, that's equal to 1. So sine squared plus cosine squared is equal to 1. What else did I do? That was equal to 1. And then 1 plus tangent squared, that one was equal to, its trig identity was secant. Yep, that's equal to secant squared. All right, so I got secant squared over cosecant squared plus 1 so far. What did I do? From here, I think I did, I think I wrote this right here in terms of sine and cosine. I don't have to do it that way, but that's what I did. So on top, I had 1 over cosine squared. In the bottom, I had 1 over sine squared. I'll take care of that 1 here in a little bit. So what I did was keep, change, flip. So I had 1 over cosine squared multiplied by sine squared over 1. All right, changed it from division to multiplication, and then I flipped my second fraction. And then this gave me sine squared over cosine squared, which equals tangent squared. So sine squared over cosine squared is equal to tangent squared. But then I had this extra 1 hanging out. So this 1 right here goes right there. All right, so tan squared plus 1. And then the last thing was that tan squared plus 1 is equal to secant squared. Yeah, is that right? Let me check, one sec. Yeah, that is right. I don't know why I was froze up on there. I had said that earlier in the video. 1 plus tangent squared was equal to secant squared right here. And so down here, I ended up getting a tan squared plus 1, and yeah, that's also equal to secant squared. So that was it. Secant squared, that's my final answer. Locking it in.